YouTube was good. I'm Shadow, and welcome back to the Shadow Realm. And today I want to bring you guys some information about what's already been confirmed to be the next Dokkan Fest exclusive. It's the dual banners that we pretty much expected. It's the Gotenks and Buu banners. This is the dual Dokkan Fest that came out for Golden Week on JP early on this year, and you know, thanks to Global and JP's difference in timelines, now we're getting it, which in essence kind of sucks for Global because we've gone from the hype of Vegito and Buu, which are two of the best units in the game, to Gohan, which is, you know, a little less hype but still one of the best TURs in the game, to this. Whereas JP's timeline, they went the other way around. They started with this and then they got better and better, and we're getting worse and worse. I mean, I use the word worse very loosely when I compare Gohan to the LRs. Now, the LRs have an advantage over Gohan, but Gohan keeps up with them. So don't think that I'm saying that I'm knocking Gohan, because he's very good. I've used him. I've done it in the Legendary Goku event. He's a blast to use. He's the man. But we take a serious step down when it comes to what we're coming to. And obviously, I mean, by my tone alone, I'm sure you guys can guess what I'm going to say as to whether you should summon or not. But let's go over everything. I'll give you an objective opinion after everything is said and done. So this is what the banners are going to look like. This is Gotenks banner. You've got Gotenks. You've got the Angel Goku, who's still relatively new. I mean, I guess technically, if you really want to be technical, the Majin Buu saga really started off with him and Vegeta. So, you know, you've got him on the banner. And he's still pretty solid, but obviously he's not worth investing all of your stones into just to get him. But he's still very solid. This Piccolo, who once he transforms is a god. I mean, even before transformation, he's still very good. So you've got this Piccolo. You've got the Trunks, who's very good and has aged pretty well, all things considered. So he's still very good. A defensive stacking unit. He can hang with the best of them. This AGL Gogeta, who's still very solid, especially for his dodging and his crit chance when he transforms. Still a very, very good unit. This Fizz Gotenks, who's not the best right now. I mean, he's solid, but his lack of defense makes him not, like, almost unable to be run. But he's going to come up on an EZA soon. He's due for an EZA, and I'm hopeful that when he gets his EZA, he's going to be a lot better. And then this Gotenks obviously already had his EZA, so you know, he's a solid unit. But this one, I can't wait for his EZA, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be top tier once he gets it. You remember, for the OGs who might remember, this Gotenks was actually so busted he needed to nerf his damage. So he was doing some ridiculous numbers before. But so this is what the Gotenks banner looks like. It's solid. You know, it doesn't jump at you like, oh, this is the best banner in Dokkan history. It's not that, but it is pretty solid. And then this is Buu's banner, which, in all honesty, is a little worse. I'm not going to lie to you. You've got the Buu. You've got the Vegeta, who, like Goku, still pretty new, and he's pretty solid. You've got this guy right here, who a lot of people will dog on, and for good reason. He doesn't hold up. Compared to the other Buus, he does not hold up, so here's the negative slash mark, I guess, if you really want to say. I mean, I guess you can count this Gotenks because he's been on a ton of banners, and a lot of people have him Rainbow by now as a negative mark. But for those who might not, he's a good unit to pick up. But so here's the negative for Gotenks. Definitely a negative for Buu. Zamasu's really good, still holds up. Broly's still very good. AGL Metal Cooler's still very good. And this guy, well, this guy is polarizing because he got his EZA, and it definitely did help, for sure. He's runnable now, whereas before, with every orb he picked up, he lost so much defense, you would have nothing to sustain and nothing to guard against, and you would be destroyed in any difficult event. Now he can be run, but after his EZA, he's still not very good. I don't know. I mean, it's, like I said, it's polarizing for a reason. Some people think he can be run at least. Some people think he's still just there's no point with him. He's a lost he's a lost case now because of after getting his EZA, they didn't take away that that debuff to his passive. They just lessened it, which doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of things. So I don't know. It's up to you guys whether you want to decide on that. But if you really want to, in my opinion, I think these are the two negatives for Buu's banner, which really does suck because this is supposed to be a dual Dokkan Fest. We get tickets, you know, we get discounts. This is something we're supposed to go in on and be excited for, and not really excited. But again, let's hold the judgment. Let's go through these two units, what they can do. How about that? Okay, so this is the Gotenks, astounding fusion power Gotenks. Before I go further into it, he's a dual category leader along with the Buu. His dual category skill, leader skill, is special pose, key +4, 170% across the board, and then youth key +3, 170% to attack and HP, and then 130% to defense. Special pose category sucks. I'm gonna say it objectively. This is the special pose category, the category he introduces. Look at it. It sucks. You've got Gotenks, okay. You've got the Pride Troopers, which are good, and these two, after we get them here on Global, they're gonna be very good. But you know, LR, Goten, and Trunks, which are okay. The free-to-play Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, the Ginyu Force LRs, and then just look at it. Look at the rest. They're not... Topo, Great Saiyaman, and then the Gotenks, you know, the Gotenks up here, and then these two, these down here. Those are the ones that really stand out. The rest aren't really all that. It's kind of a wasted category, to be honest with you. One of those categories that shouldn't be in the game. So already, half of Gotenks' leader skill is just fodder. It's not very good at all. And then you've got the youth category, which, you know, the youth category is pretty solid. You've got a lot of solid options here in the youth category, but you already have a dual Dokkan Fest unit that has half a usable leader skill, because that special pose, you're not. A lot of people aren't going to want to run. You're not going to use him for his category. I promise you. You're going to use him as a side unit or as a unit in the team, not as a leader. You know, and for the youth, okay, fine, but that's it. So already that's not a good start. So on base, he greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy. I mean, I guess that's alright if he's going to take an attack. His passive skill is key +1, attack and defense +100%. Transforms when conditions are met. Now, I'm gonna let you know right away, with both of these units and all of these transformations, it's all turn-based. So Gotenks and Buu both have the same transformation condition. So I'll say for Gotenks, and then for Buu, just remember that it's repeated. So Gotenks will transform into Super Saiyan upon entering battle, or starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. So if he's in slot 7, the moment he comes in, he's transforming. You know, otherwise you'll see him, and then the next time he comes back, he'll transform into Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan Gotenks. Oh, I guess I should go over the links. The categories won't change. Obviously, it's Fusion, Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Transformation Boost, Youth, Super Saiyans, Final Trump Card, Special Pose, Rapid Growth, and Saviors. So he's got a ton of categories, but this last one's fodder, and you know the rest they're good. They're good. His link skills for his base form is Signature Pose, Saiyan Warrior, Signature Pose, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, the Innocence, Fuse Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. Super Saiyan Gotenks. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage with a great chance of stunning the enemy. So, at least here he has a 70% chance to stun the enemy, which is good. And it stuns it for 2 turns, which is good, but I mean, it all depends, you know, on the event you're running him in, because most events stunning doesn't mean anything. But in Super Battle Road, which is the hardest event in the game, it is good. So it will come in handy once he transforms. His passive is Key +2, 100% to attack and defense, high chance of attack +50% with with a high chance of an additional attack plus 50%, high chance of defense plus 50% with a high chance of an additional defense plus 50%, and a medium chance of launching an additional super attack. So these two right here, this additional and additional, both have a high chance. So all of this has a 50% chance of proccing, which, I mean, once it procs, it's great, but it's all 50% based, so it's not super reliable. You know what I mean? Which already is kind of, that's kind of a bummer that it's not something you can rely on, because 50% is not. You want a 70% chance, so that most of the time you're gonna see these proc, but here you're not, and that's a huge bummer. So, all his links are the same except for his link skill. He gains Super Saiyan and gains Golden Warrior. Yeah, so he's okay, but if you have all of these proc, then he's great. If not, really, realistically, if luck isn't on your side, you could just have this starting off, which isn't very good. He does have a medium chance of launching an additional super attack, I guess, you know. So that's another chance to stun the enemy. So, you know, that's good. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is where things kind of turn around. This is where he becomes really good. Same thing for Buu. When he becomes Super Buu, and Gotenks when he becomes Super Saiyan 3, that's when they're very good. If only you didn't have to wait, which, oh yeah, the transformation conditions, I guess I should go back to that. Hold up. Transform can be activated when HP is 70% or more. So, my bad. I guess there is a HP restriction. It's just, you're not always going to see it, because most events, by the time this happens, it's not gonna. You're not gonna see these transformations. So HP is 70% or more starting from the 4th turn after transformation. He transforms into Super Saiyan 3. So 70% or more HP starting from after the 4th turn. So he has to appear and then leave again, and then he'll be able to transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So the earliest you're looking at is turn 6, or is it turn 5, I believe, because you can float him off and then bring him back. So turn 5 or turn 6, if I'm not mistaken, which is still very late into the battle for most events. Anyway, he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Again, very good right here alone, because he gets attack and defense for 3 turns and a high chance of stunning the enemy. And then his passive, attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack plus 100% when performing a super attack, so that's guaranteed. Ki plus 3 and a great chance of, which is 70%, of launching an additional super attack for 4 turns from the start of turn. So for 4 turns, he has an additional great chance of launching another super attack, which is great. And his stats right here, all of this combined, he's gonna be really solid, and he's gonna have a high chance of stunning the enemy. So it's all very good, but you have to get to this form first, which sucks, because for a lot of these events like Super Battle Road, you're not gonna see a lot of these. Maybe for Extreme Super Battle Road categories, but you know, that's about it. Legendary Goku event and Infinite Dragon Ball History, yeah, you'll see these, but you know, again, that's only a few modes compared to everything else in the game. His Link skills, he gains Limit Breaking Form, Super Saiyan, and Over in a Flash, which, I mean, Super Saiyan you also had already from the first transformation, so Over in a Flash is another one he gains. Yeah, so he's solid, and then at max, let me see if that changes. Yeah, no, it's the same thing. At max, he'll have 16,400 HP, 17,020 attack, and then 12,150 defense, which isn't bad. All things considered, it's not bad. Ki plus 2, or 12 key multiplier is 150%, and his additional attack plus 100% is calculated separately for a total boost of attack plus 300% when performing a super attack. So, you know, again, he's really solid later on, but you have to get there. So that's the only downside. Moving over to Buu. Buu's another one. It's underwhelming starting off, and then it gets better. But let's start with his leader skill, like we did with Gotenks. So we've got Majin Power, category Ki plus 4, 170% across the board. And then Artificial Life Forms, Ki plus 3, 170% to HP and attack, and then 130% to defense. So, same thing, different categories. But the big difference here is, look at the Majin Power category. Look at all of these Buus that are fantastic. You've got, in my opinion, the best LR in the game right here. He's going to sync up well with, obviously, all of these guys. You've got this guy who's after his EZA is amazing. Buikalo, who's one of the best banner units that I've seen in a while. Good Buu, or Skinny Buu, who after his awakening is a monster. Just saying. But I mean, he's not out on global yet, so let's exclude him for now. You've got him. You've got him, who's very good. You've got excuse me. You've got this Fizz Kid Buu, who's one of the best supports for the Majin Power category. You've got where is it? You got the 50% support Buu, who's also very, very good. I mean, a lot of people might not have pulled him, so he's iffy, but he's very good. You've got the Majin Buu Saga Killer here. Anytime you have a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, use this guy and he murders them. And then he's getting an EZA later on, so you've got a lot of potential right here alone, and that's not even including, where is she at 21. And then there he is. LR Oog, who also goes pretty well with the category. So you've got right away Majin Power is way better than Special Pose. And then there's Artificial Life Forms. Just look at it. You got Buu, you've got Baby. First Form Cell, who's very good. INT Cell, very good. Fizz Cell, Metal Cooler. And then look at all the units down here. The 50% support lead right here, the Metal Realdo. The 50% support lead second form Cell. You've got so many options here. You've got a lot more options here than you definitely do, even for youth. You got this Cell is solid. You've got who else? There we go. Great support. This Cell is solid. So you've got way more with Majin Buu's leader skills than you do with Gotenks' leader skills right off the bat. That's an easy win for Majin Buu. But that's when things take a turn again. So he greatly raises attack, only attack, for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Doesn't greatly raise his defense, but considering, well, I'll get to that. Key +1 attack and attack plus 100% and reduces damage received by 40%. Exchange with Majin Buu Pure Evil when conditions are met. This is okay. This is good. This is actually very good, but he doesn't have the best defense starting off, and it's not the safest bet. When he gets hit by some of these stronger enemies and some of these later events, it's not the best. It really isn't. But anyway, he exchanged with Majin Buu Pure Evil from the start of 3rd turn. Obviously, same thing. His link skills is Majin, the Innocence, Kamehameha, Infinite Regeneration, Revival, Wall Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. His categories are Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Kamehameha, Majin Power, and Power Absorption. So, got some solid categories, got some solid link skills, which will link up really well with the rest of the Majin Buu Saga units. But, he has to link well with the others. He doesn't really lead as well, except for this. So, anyway, Evil Buu. Evil Buu is good. I personally like him, but he's not the best. So unlike Gotenks, which stuns, Evil Buu will seal. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and seals super attack. His passive is Key +2, 150% attack, and then reduces damage received by 40% with a high chance of stunning the enemy and a medium chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack. I think he's better than Super Saiyan Gotenks. I mean, feel free to disagree with me if you guys want. But his active skill conditions, same thing. HP has to be 70% or more, and it starts from the 4th turn after exchanging. So 5th or 6th turn. His link skill that he gains is Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, and Fear and Faith. Everything else is the same. Super Buu is where he becomes a monster. Greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causes immense damage to enemy, and seals super attack. And then his passive skill, Ki +3, attack plus 220%, and reduces damage received by 50%, chance of performing a critical hit, plus 12% per Rainbow Ki Sphere obtained. He's very good, but you have to get to him. That's the same. It's the same thing with the Gotenks. You have to get to him, and that's the problem. Getting to him isn't as easy as one would hope. So he stays with Brutal Beatdown and Fear and Faith, and then has Metamorphosis. So you know they're solid. They're just not. They're not. It's not. How do I put this? It's not the most exciting compared to Gohan. Compared to Vegito and Gotenks, it's not super exciting. I personally, I'm going to tell you honestly, I don't think it's worth it. And I bring this up because I need you guys to remember this is coming. This is coming, and it's coming sooner than you guys think. It's now, okay, let's go over it before I go into what I think. You've got Goku and Vegeta. You've got Krillin on this banner. Just look at this banner. Compare this banner to this. Compare this banner to this. Great. Amazing. You know, amazing. Been on a ton of banners, yes, I can give you that. Maybe that's why you'll kind of stray away from it. Still very solid. Age, but still very solid. Very good. I mean, if you don't have the Blue Kaioken Goku, I guess he's still a good leader. And then he's going to pair well with the Frieza that's coming out later on. The Angel Frieza that Global's going to get. So I think this, especially with these 4 right away, I think this is a much better banner than these, personally. I bring this up because this is what's coming. I don't think, personally, you should blow all of your stones on these banners and then miss out on this. Now, do I think it's worth summoning at least a little bit on these guys? Yeah, sure. If we get step-ups, do the step-ups. Get your tickets, do the tickets. Maybe spend some stones after that, but that's it. I don't suggest chasing these guys as hard as you normally would for some of the other Don't Confess exclusive, because you've got this, and then for new players, you've got this banner, which is the thank you banner. If you don't have a lot of these units, you've got amazing. I mean, age, but still very good. Amazing, because he's going to get an EZA, and I know he's going to be a monster. Amazing, because he's going to get an EZA. He's going to be a monster. After his EZA, he's a monster again. He's a monster again after his EZA. Very good support. Very good defensively. Very good for long events. Amazing defensively. Fodder. I'll give you that. This is fodder. Still very good. And then fodder. So you've got 2 fodder units that are featured compared to everything else. So if you're a free-to-play player, save for this banner. You're gonna get solid units no matter what, no matter how you look at it. And you get red coins, and you have a chance of getting this LR, this LR, this LR, and this LR, and then everything else in between. So, yeah, I honestly think saving more of your stones than you spend would be the best option. And then I know a lot of people won't, especially the free-to-play players. But for those of you that are looking forward to it, one of the best units in the game right here. And his banner isn't that bad. This is the fodder, and this is the fodder, and this is the fodder unit. These are the fodder units. I mean, he's okay, but I don't like him. You've got him, and her. All very good, especially because these 2 are going to get their EZAs, and they're solid. So, just reminding you guys what's coming. Obviously, you guys do whatever you feel is best. If you guys want to summon on it, you know, I'm not going to tell you not to, obviously. I just think be smart with your coins, or your stones, excuse me. I'm definitely going to do some summons. I don't think I'm going to go as deep into it. I'm hoping I pull him, for sure, because he's going to go very well with my Majin Buu Saga, or my Majin Power, if I can speak, Majin Power team. This Gotenks, he's good, I get it. I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. So, that's just me. But let me know what you guys think. Also, I'm thinking about it now. If I early in the video I said the savior category was fodder, I definitely didn't mean that. I meant special pose. It just hit me now because I was thinking about what categories he's good on. He's good on saviors and all that, but special pose, his category, the one he leads, is fodder. Savior category is actually very good, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are gonna summon. I'm somewhat excited. I don't know. He's getting his EZA hopefully with this celebration, so I'm excited for that. We're gonna be getting the other. Oh no, we already got the Infinite Dragon Ball History event. We got the chain battle, so we'll see what else we're gonna get if we're gonna get anything else. But you know, these are coming. Not as hype as past years. Like when him and he had their dual Dokkan Fest, that was more hype. I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of timing. If we had got these before Gohan and before Vegito and Gotenks, it would have definitely been more hype. It's probably just a matter of timing, and that's the problem. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are gonna summon. Good luck in your summons if you do decide to summon. Good luck. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think of something positive to say about these banners. It's not the most I can say. It is what it is. This is what we're gonna get, and after this, especially, all the hype is gonna start for global. Everything else, I'm gonna bring you guys all the other content, all the other banners to look forward to. It will be hype from here on in. So, if you want to say it, this is probably the last filler, quote unquote, banner, and then begins the hype. But appreciate you guys checking out the video. As always, leave a like down below if you guys did enjoy. Definitely subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Shadow out.